Hey everybody, this is Nick from Cellfanatic, and today I want to take a look at three top-end devices. The first on our right is the iPhone 3GS, in the middle is the Nokia N97, and on the left is the Tilt 2 or the Touch Pro 2. So the first device, the Touch Pro 2, runs a 528 MHz processor. It runs Windows Mobile 6.5. It has 512 megabytes of ROM and 288 megabytes of RAM. It's the heaviest of the three devices. It weighs 6.3 ounces with the battery installed, and it also has the biggest screen. It's 3.6 inches. It's a resistive touchscreen. It runs at WVGA resolution, which is 480 by 800 pixels. It has a 5-row QWERTY keypad and a 3.2 megapixel camera on the back with autofocus. There's no flash, but to make up for it, the device features dual noise-canceling microphones and speakers. So when you set the device down like this, it automatically goes into speakerphone, and there's a speaker and a microphone on the back here. Next up is the N97. The N97 runs a little bit slower processor. It's 434 megahertz ARM11 processor. It has the Symbian S60 5th edition operating system. There's 32 megabytes of internal storage. See if you can see this here. It is a little bit lighter. It's 5.29 ounces. It has a 3.5 inch resistive touchscreen. Runs at 360 by 640 resolution. And unlike the Touch Pro 2, this only offers a 3-row QWERTY keypad. And you have the spacebar all the way over here to the right, and the directional pad on the left here. On the back is a 5 megapixel camera with the Carl Zeiss optics. It has autofocus, a dual LED flash, and it also features a front-facing camera for video conferencing. The last device is the fastest of the three. This is the iPhone 3GS. It features an ARM Cortex A8 RISC processor. It runs at 600 megahertz. It runs the iPhone operating system. Comes in 16 or 32 gigabyte size. It is the lightest of the three devices at 4.8 ounces. It has a 3.5 inch capacitive touchscreen with multi-touch. Of course, there's no hardware keyboard. It's a on-screen QWERTY keyboard. On the back is a 3 megapixel camera with autofocus, and all three devices feature GPS, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi. Now that we've looked at both these three devices, let's go ahead and see how fast they boot. As you can see, all three devices are showing their manufacturer screen. The Touch Pro 2, or the Tilt 2, it has the branding by AT&T, so that'll be a little bit slower. And you can see the iPhone 3GS is already booted. Definitely much faster than the other three devices. In second place, you can see that the N97 is ready to go with the home screen. And then in third place will be the Touch Pro 2. And to make things fair, I did start the Touch Pro 2 first to make up for that AT&T carrier startup screen. And you can see the Touch Pro 2 is still working on it. It's launching that TouchFlow 3D. So there we go. And they're all booted. Alright, now that we got all three devices loaded, let's go ahead and check the web browsing speed. So we're going to load the same page on all three devices, and we'll go from left to right. And you can see they're all loading. All three devices are connected to Wi-Fi right now. The iPhone 3GS is finished first. Over on the right, the N97 is still working. And the Touch Pro 2 is definitely just sort of sitting there. What I've noticed with the Touch Pro 2 is that with a Wi-Fi signal, it generally doesn't do all that well. The strength of the signal seems to be a lot weaker even within the same distance with these other three devices here. And we're not very far from that. You can see that the iPhone has a full signal strength for the Wi-Fi, whereas the Touch Pro 2 just really seems to struggle. Let's try loading it again. And, well, you can see that it's really not doing anything. So, I mean, I'd like to say that this is just a rarity, but unfortunately it's something that I've experienced a lot while using Wi-Fi on the Touch Pro 2. Now that we've seen the devices boot, we've seen them at least attempt to load a website. Let's go ahead and look at the main interface. On the left, with the Touch Pro 2, you're looking at TouchFlow 3D. This interface is nice, although sometimes it's a little bit laggy, but right now it's working out pretty well. And this TouchFlow interface, it gives you access to common things like people, your web browsing, your contacts, calendars, stock, quick access to your photos and video, music, weather, programs, pretty much everything you need. And this really prevents the device from having to go deeper into the layers of Windows Mobile 6.5, which you can see here. So overall, it's a nice interface. It's not as responsive as I would have liked, but it gets the job done. Now the iPhone 3GS, this is the same interface you've seen for the past few years, and you have just your basic icons and different home screens that you can flip through. It's definitely the fastest interface of the three. So we'll put this over to the side. And now the last, the N97. Now the N97, with the Symbian S60 5th edition operating system, really makes use of a lot of widgets. It also features the ability to slide your finger to the right and to the left to access additional widgets that you can place on your desktop. But off the default, you have quick access to your composing of email and messaging, web browsing, the Avi store, which is the application store, Facebook, weather, quick dial, and then your email.